say, man, Gervonta Davis goes in now on Richardson Hitchens for being cool with Shakur Stevenson? That's why you fell out with Africa? That's what you're crying about? Let's talk about it in this video. But before we do, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we gonna cook. So Gervonta Davis is at it again. You know, he got a fight coming up in August, the big rematch with Lamont Roach. So he back on social media and he back, you know what I'm saying, talking shit and dissing his old friends. Now he beefing with Africa, right? Africa ain't did nothing to Gervonta Davis. He ain't never said nothing bad about Tank, but Tank is mad. Like he always is. And it's funny to me because if y'all notice and keep it real, Gervonta Davis always started beefing with everybody that he was cool with once they names started buzzing or once they start getting a name for themselves. He cool with them before that, right? When they at the bottom and ain't nobody saying their name, he good with that. But as soon as they start buzzing a little bit, now he got a problem. And don't say Shakur Stevenson's name. Don't say nothing good about Shakur. He gonna hate you right off the rip. So we know that Tank and Africa, they had a real close relationship for a while. You know what I'm saying? They've been tight for a long time. Africa and Shakur, they've been tight since they was little kids. So, you know, it ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? They was all tight at one point with each other. Now, Shakur and Tank, they bitten and fell out, right? But all of a sudden, I started hearing Gervonta Davis say a little slick shit here and there about Africa, right? Africa never said nothing bad about Tank. Even when he did his interviews, he always big up Tank. He always talked about how great of a fighter Tank was, right? Never said nothing bad about him. But today, Gervonta Davis, once again, felt like he needed to throw a shot at Africa. And somebody posted a video of Africa and Gervonta Davis. They was all in the gym together, and Africa went to hit the mitts. He went over to Tank, and I'm gonna put the video up right here, right? So as y'all can see right here, he goes over to Tank, and he pretends like Tank is lighting his gloves, right? Putting fire on his gloves. And that's back when they was cool, right? But since the Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis fight started getting a lot more buzz, Tank Davis has a deep hatred for Shakur Stevenson. Anybody that even say Shakur Stevenson's name on Twitter or ask him when he gonna fight Shakur, he block him, right? So Tank, he reposts this video that I'm talking about, and he says basically like, I done helped a lot of weird ass ninjas. Talking about Richard Hitchens. Talking about he's another weird ass dude that I didn't help in the past, right? But as soon as he said this, I knew the beef was because he don't like that Africa is cool with Shakur Stevenson. He hate that shit. Like I said, anybody that is cool with Shakur or say anything good about Shakur, he can't stand it. And it's only because Shakur is one of his biggest threats, if not his biggest threat in the division. Well, he definitely his biggest threat in the division. But I knew it was because of Shakur right off the rip, right? And salute to Two-Tone, the superstar, right? He did an interview on the Boxing Voice with Richard Hitchens, Africa. And this is what Hitchens had to say, right? Listen to this, y'all. I know what I be talking about. Listen to this, y'all.
The three, Shakur, you, Tank. How do you manage the friendship? Because are you like in the middle of them, or is it just toxic? Just
bro, like I tell you, this shit is all business to me, bro. Like me and like Shakur and Tank done beef. Niggas done bowled in Houston. They done chopped it up, had their conversations. They done fought again, chopped it up, had their conversation. Obviously now the fight is, you know, like niggas is calling for the fight now. Now it's like it's time for the fight. Obviously the fans want the fight, so now, you know, emotions is getting kind of like more like serious. You know what I'm saying? And with me, it's like I don't care about how. I wish both of y'all the best, but I don't care if Shakur wins or Tank wins. I really don't give a fuck. Like, to me, it's like I fuck with Tank. I fuck Shakur. Like, Shakur, somebody that been my brother since 13 years old, like 12, 13. Tank is somebody that I've grown like a strong relationship with. So I'm not like in my brain like, oh, like I gotta pick sides. Just boxing. Y'all niggas box for free or for money. Like, y'all settle that, and we go to the after party after. Like, it is what it is. Like, you feel me? Y'all lucky. Like, this is blessed in my personal opinion. Like, I seen Tank like 2 days before Lamont Roach fight, like a day before Lamont Roach, and he told me like, yo, you over there with Shakur. I'm like, yo, bro, like, we all in position where we making a lot of money. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Like, what you like? This shit is like, it's boxing to me, bro. Like, that's it.
Y'all smash the like button. Smash on the like button. What I tell y'all? Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Let's cook. Now, what I tell y'all? I told y'all it was because he got a relationship with Shakur. You heard Africa, right? Africa, he a real stand-up dude. He like, I don't care about none of that. Like, we all in the sport. You know what I'm saying? What is you crying for, Tank? What you crying and mad for? Y'all ain't got street beef. This is all the business. This is all boxing. But see, Tank is like a little kid. And he's used to everybody around him catering to him, right? And telling him he's this and he's that. So he feels threatened by Shakur Stevenson, and it makes him have a deep hatred towards him because he's afraid that once Shakur was under him and he coming to take his spot, he's that afraid of losing that he won't even fight anybody that he has or he may think he have a chance to lose into. And that's just what it is. And man, Tank is a weird dude. He is a weird, spoiled, 30-some-year-old kid acting dude. That's what he is. And y'all fans that like just meat mush him 24/7, y'all weirder than he is. Because the weird shit about y'all is anybody that Tank don't like, y'all don't like. Y'all don't even know Tank. Ain't never met this man a day in your life, but anybody that he go at, y'all automatically go at. Like y'all know Tank, like y'all grew up with this dude. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't even think for y'allself. Y'all a bunch of sheep. Most of his fans. Not all of y'all, but most of y'all. If the shoe fit, wear it, and y'all know who I'm talking to. And so, man, this dude is he one of the most weirdest individual that ever laced up a pair of boxing gloves. Like, how do you get that mad because another fighter wants to fight you? We see that if it's a Rudy Poot, if it's a fighter that he know ain't on his level, he'll talk good about them. He don't mind. But if it's a fighter at the top that's calling him out, right, that's a threat to him, all of a sudden he gains a deep hatred towards him. And now he don't want to fight him. Like this, like he really the weakest dude that's been at the top of boxing that I've ever seen in all my years of watching boxing, right? He just, the way he move is weak. The way he act just hella childish. Like, ain't nothing good about Gervonta Davis for the sport of boxing. Real talk. Now he pissed off and he talking shit online again, and now he's going to Africa because he got a relationship with Shakur. Crazy. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. Drop a comment in the comment section. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and y'all already know how I do. Tango talking that boxing again. Bite blood out your bottom lip because I know y'all mad.